Art.
This is the human heart. Central to our physical body, our survival, revered by poets throughout history as the emotional center of our being. The place we instinctively touch when asked to point to ourselves. And now, what we have known intuitively is being understood scientifically. Researchers are unlocking a new science of the heart that could change everything we know about health and our interconnected nature. Coherence is a state of balance between heart, mind, and emotions, creating a favorable cascade of neural, hormonal, and biochemical events that benefit the entire body. But this phenomenon not only benefits us personally, it affects everything around us, emitting an electromagnetic field that can be measured up to 3 feet outside of the body. When you are in coherence, your heart resonates at the same frequency as the Earth's magnetic field. This frequency positively affects everything around you. When a group of people are in coherence together, this effect is magnified. Could communities synchronized in coherence lower violence, accelerate cooperation, and global harmony? This is the purpose of the Global Coherence Pulse. If we can measure the impact of thousands of people in coherence at the same time, it could lead to a breakthrough in understanding the full potential of the human heart. All you need to participate is your presence and your heart. To take it to the next level, join the research study by downloading the app and getting an HRV monitor to measure your personal coherence. The world needs it more than ever before. Each human heart is unique and magnificent by itself. But imagine what could be possible when we unify.
Welcome, everyone. Day 8, Global Coherence Pulse during World Unity Week. Today, the theme is faith. I was just on the last bit of the last session, which was I think it was like pulling everyone together that's been in the different rooms. And it just felt so beautiful to feel all the love and the excitement and the gratitude and the care that everybody is sharing with each other. So thank you again for joining us for the Global Coherence Pulse. It's been an absolute honor to participate every day and bring a little bit of this centering, calm connection, and to be able to pulse our love and energy to uplift the frequencies that we've been activating during World Unity Week and our New Earth Rising. So today is day 8, faith. And if you have the Global Coherence Pulse app, please bring it up, play around with the camera sensor, see if you can register your own coherence. And also the group, we've been getting some really great readings. I've also asked HeartMath to kind of check the larger monitors that are around the planet to see if we had any significant changes. I think with the waves that were happening around the planet, that we'll probably see some significant things. Today, I'm bringing in Tammy Briggs again. She was with us yesterday and played the harp, added some beautiful energy. And Miranda, so nice to see you, my dear. I'm so glad to have both of you here today. Again, some beautiful women to share the energy of faith with us and to just take all of these energies that we have been adding into the field and pulsing and contemplating inside of ourselves and wrap it up into a really beautiful bow. And Miranda, you look especially beautiful today.
Oh, you too. So glad to be here.
Yeah, so nice to see you. And, just a thank you out to everyone that's been participating behind the scenes with World Unity Week, the Hubcast team. Everybody's been really gracious. Even when there were problems, we just rode through them with lots of grace. And that's what's required for this new Earth rising, that no matter what comes, we don't react, we respond, and we respond with heart lighted. That's what Michael Linfield called it, heart lighted presence. And that's a choice that we have every day. We get to choose that. So why don't we start with a little centering with the harp? That was such a beautiful thing to do yesterday. And so as Tammy's playing the harp, we can just take a moment to drop in, feel the bottom of our feet. That always brings us right out of our minds and right down to connecting with the earth, where we can really send our love and energy today. And then up and just resting in our hearts as we breathe in and out of our hearts and begin this pulse on faith. So Tammy.
Wonderful. Thank you, Teresa. It's an honor always to be present with Global Coherence Pulse. And when Teresa asked me to play today, the first song that popped into my mind is a folk song called My Shepherd Will Supply My Need. Mm-hmm. And I know we have some musicians on here. It's in the key of F, which is connected to the heart. And it's also in a pentatonic scale, which is all about angels. And today is about faith. And last night on David Gershon's Frequency of Faith, he talked, well, actually every night, he talked specifically about bringing in our support system, our guides, and our angels. And so I would invite you to connect with your angels that help you center in faith and love, and let this connect to your heart as I play. My shepherd will supply my need. Mm.
was so beautiful. I totally felt the angels just kind of rushing in as you started that. Thank you so much, Tammy. Wow, Miranda. Talk about faith today. I loved what you shared last night about it. And I know for me, as I shared, there is a deep awakening that came to me when my cellular certainty turned on. And I think that that's what I would call this faith. And in that moment when my cellular certainty turned on that we were going to make it, that there was just no doubt in any cell in my body that we were the answer, and that when we came into our natural state of coherence, which would come as part of this flowering of our consciousness, that it was a done deal. And I feel like we're right there. And I know you have that same cellular certainty, and it influences everything you do. It influences how you show up for everything that you're showing up for. And I think that's really what this is inviting. All of those different frequencies throughout the week are continue to open up our awareness that we are one with this unified field that we all share. And that it's just a matter of awakening to that awareness is the answer, because it's already so. And so I wanted to know just a little bit from you around that feeling that you have in your cells that's unwavering. It's unwavering as it is in mine. And I think that's really what we're calling forth for all life on the planet.
Yeah. Thank you, Teresa. And thank you. Oh, the harp music was absolutely gorgeous too. Yeah, it helps me feel angels and that faith all around us. And in the first day's meditation, or even the first day's presentation in the opening plenary that we did, I was invited to be the faith keeper in telling the story of the Hopi prophecy. And it was a beautiful, beautiful to be invited to be representing the faith keeper. I feel throughout my whole life, I grew up with a book called the Urantia Book, and my mother strongly taught me about faith, that we're going into a beautiful place on this planet and a paradigm shift into peace and light and love. And even as a 6-year-old, I remember jumping up and down and telling her, I'm here to help bring that paradigm shift and to help bring peace on earth. And the quicker we can get there, the better. And I even remember watching David Gershon and the Earth Run in 1986. I was 6 years old in second grade, and our teacher would put it on Good Morning America as they watched the torch of peace travel all the way around the planet. And at that time, I just thought peace was coming to the whole planet then already. And I've always carried that same kind of faith. I feel lucky to have been raised by such a faithful family and to have that kind of faith instilled in me that's kind of unshakable. My mom also brought me to be a hospice volunteer starting at 11 years old and talking to people about their faith in life after this life and how connected we are. And I do have a deep-seated faith, and being able to look at the world in that way and be able to say, where is peace on earth and the paradigm shift happening in the world? It's happening through World Unity Week, through Unity Earth. I've been one of the directors of Unify now since 2012 as well. We've done global synchronized meditations multiple times with more than 100 million people coming into a meditation, showing up online, checking in, saying that they're there for a meditation, for unity, for peace, and for the belief in what we're here to do and the paradigm shift that we're bringing. And just as the Hopi prophecy says, humanity is going to have a choice to take a path of destruction or to take a path of peace and unity. And there's so many examples I've seen throughout my life of humanity choosing that, and that we're in the middle of a regenerative renaissance on this planet. Some things, looking at the news each night, if you choose to, may look dreary. The suffering on the planet is still a lot. So sometimes it's hard to see where this amazing peace and unity and love and paradigm shift is happening and coming. But sometimes it's easy to see, like in World Unity Week, the amount of presentations that have happened, the amount of meditations, the amount of people showing up here, thousands and thousands of people showing up with a full faith that peace and unity is happening and trying to figure out how to work together in a greater way. So it's beautiful, especially when you look with eyes of faith at what is happening and you're looking everywhere for the positive affirmation that we are in the middle of a paradigm shift, in the middle of a renaissance that is absolutely beautiful. So yes, I love you, Ben. I love you, Teresa. I love all of you. Thank you for holding the faith so strong and being the unity, being the cooperation, being the peace, being the love together.
Yeah, we know it's actually possible. We know it's possible. Everyone here in this room right now, raise your hand if you know that we're going to make it peace on earth by 2030, that it's already rising inside each of us right now. And it is a choice. It is a choice every day because we already are embodied peace. We already are coherence in action. We already are unified, connected, all part of a single fabric of infinite potential. And our intentions and our actions and the love we pour into it is what creates the outcome. So I think we can be super excited and allow for this cellular certainty to rise up from the inside out, because it's not from the outside in. It's not going to be something out there that makes us think peace is possible. It's going to be the experience of peace inside that ignites that kind of faith and drives everything forward. Tammy, I know you were on the call last night when David was doing the meditations and igniting the frequency of faith. And I wonder if you want to add anything else.
So I actually participated all 7 frequencies. And as he said, almost every night, they kept building on one another. And last night, the frequency of faith was off the charts, in my opinion, of power, potency, really deep, heartfelt healing that I personally felt, but I also felt it in our collective. And one of the things that he had us do in the frequency was to connect with Archangel Michael. And probably many in this group, have a special relationship with Archangel Michael. And it was just really, really powerful. And then we did an integration after that of all the 7 frequencies. And all of these have been recorded. So if you missed them, I would highly encourage you to go back and listen to each of them, including the opening ceremony, which was exquisitely beautiful as well. So, yeah, I'm just really grateful. And the words that kept coming to me each evening was, all of the frequencies are really vibrational transmissions. And that's where I really feel like the power of what we're doing through World Unity Week is we're vibrationally transmitting these out into a much bigger field. So yeah, I'm very excited to be a part of this.
Thank you, Tammy. I thought it really good to have both you and Miranda here for this final day, because you have been with David every night as we've been opening up the frequencies and kind of pulsing the field, and then to have us wrap today with the 2 of you carrying all of those vibrational transmissions in your heart and in your cells into this closing meditation for the pulse during World Unity Week. Miranda, do you want to say anything else before we have Tammy play and just spend a really luscious amount of time. It's my phone. Hey, a luscious amount of time, kind of saturating in each one of the frequencies. Sorry, in each one of the frequencies that we have been evoking over this time. Let's see if we can stop that. Somebody really wants in on these frequencies or not taking the hint. But I think we can spend some really luscious amount of time with the harp and with the spoken word and with the pauses and spaces in between where we can connect in again with each one of these frequencies that builds on each other, that we can pulse the planet with them and also allow them to saturate more fully into our being, so that in those moments, especially in the moments when we're challenged, that we can remember this feeling, and this feeling causes us to pause for a moment long enough that we can make a choice to respond with love. So what do you think?
I mean, all of us need this. You know, it isn't just a one-time thing doing these meditations. As Tammy was saying, there are recordings of them from the last week as well that really dive into each frequency that has been represented in the 7 days of this entire week. And each one is profound in what it shows you as you're taken through the guided meditation. So the one I'm going to do today is kind of a shorter version with all of them combined, and then all the different levels that we're cultivating this energy and sending it, which will be a beautiful culmination. But in yourself, just know that when we're cultivating this energy, when you're helping be a conduit of light and love and peace in these ways, and you're sending this energy, it's no minor thing. I think it's so cool, Teresa, the Global Coherence app, and being able to actually start measuring these types of energies and frequencies and vibration and how far that's going. And it's only a speck of what we're able to see compared to what's actually happening. And just don't doubt that what we do in the field that we're creating as we're consciously being in this energy and vibration and frequency is causing many, many things that we don't even know. And even being a part of the meditations each night and listening to people's stories and their sharing of what happened and the miracles that kind of happened after they did the meditation, and family connecting to them, or people that they hadn't talked to in a long time, or people that they might have had conflict with that needed a resolution. There's just so many different stories that have been shared about what happens when you're sitting in a field of meditation, which some people might think isn't doing that much, but it is doing so much within yourself, for our planet, with all the people that you're connecting to and sending energy to. So as things come up as we go through the meditation, take note of them as well, even if there's something that makes you feel uncomfortable, or if you're trying to send peace somewhere and it's hard to, or someone comes up in your mind or in your field that you might want to touch in with later. Just pay attention to those things that Spirit is, working with us and trying to teach us deeper and greater levels of interconnection, because angels want us to be all interconnected in the future. We want to be interconnected to everyone. And it's not always easy work, but is beautiful and worth it work. And thank you so much to the Unity Earth team as well. I mean, so many of these people I've known, I think, since about 2008, 2012, 2017, different levels of going into cooperation. But this year has been the most amazing. We don't have all the technology and everything there yet to interconnect us in all the super amazing ways we want to, almost like flying a spaceship together in unity in the future to solve the world's problems and create peace. But what we do have, we're working with, and the way that people are holding hands, holding hearts, checking in with each other, being light and laughing and loving what we're doing. is, I mean, the greatest levels I've ever seen this year. So just touched to be here with all of you. Absolutely.
I feel that same way. It's each one of the days of the Global Coherence Pulse, I could feel us feeling the field together. It was like so potent before we even started, just coming on the call, just being in the space with everyone. And then just that simple tuning in, it was so potent. And I agree with you, the level of ability and willingness to collaboration beyond anything that we've done before is ripe and ready. And I think you and I have really been kind of driving that train for a long time. And it's like everybody's really jumping on board and we're all ready to go for it, beyond just sticking our logos on each other's websites and saying we're in. Right now, we're actually doing it for real. So I think there's so much good coming. So why don't we start with Tammy, and she'll kind of just start the swelling of the music and the harp. And then whenever you're ready, Miranda, you can just continue. She'll play the harp sweetly in the background, and we'll all spend some good, juicy time in this luscious field of our interconnected love together.
Mm-hmm. Do some breathing together as we get into the field of unity together. So take a big deep breath in, pull light from above you down through central column, through your head and down into your heart. Another breath out and push that energy all the way down to the center of the earth through your root chakra. Opening up the chakra. Take a big deep breath in, pull light in, back to your heart again. And this time when you breathe out, push light, love, peace, energy out your heart. And let's do three big breaths of that to really fill, open your heart chakra. Pull in light and love, peace, energy with your breath in. Breathe out your heart, send that love, peace, beautiful light energy, filling your heart out to the world. What we do to empower ourselves, starting with the first frequency that we started with this week. Empowerment, filling ourselves with peace and love and light, unity, hope, faith, all of this inside of ourselves to become a whole, beautiful, full of love, full of light being to the best of your ability. Feel Spirit's love, feel humanity's love, feel all of nature's love, animals, plants. Feel the sunshine, feel a wholeness with the cosmos. Feel empowered as a spiritual being, as a human being, as a beautiful rainbow warrior here on this planet. You are beautiful. Feel the empowerment. Next, fill up your heart with love with that in-breath in. And we're going to connect to oneness, the oneness that we all have. This can be felt most with those closest to you in one-on-one connection. Oneness and knowing that we're all humans. We're all one human family. We're here on one world together. There's one universal language we all sense and feel. Love is a universal language. Music is a universal language. It's a universal language. You're one in many things. Feel that oneness, and I want you to put your hands out in front of you, just facing forward. I want you to envision one other human being that you feel the most oneness with. Maybe this is your significant other. Maybe this is your mother. Maybe a child. Envision one other person that you love a lot. And I want you to envision that person being right in front of you, in front of your hands as your heart and your hand facing towards them. And then breathe in love into your heart. Breathe out love through your hands, through your heart, in oneness, and experience and feel and send that oneness and peace and gratitude to that one person as you experience the oneness between both of you. There's love there, there's peace. Maybe this person is on the other side, not even on this planet now, but you can still feel them sending them love. Feel the oneness. We're both human. We're both spiritual beings. We're one humanity, one world, one belief that we are peace and love that continues on eternally. Send them lots of love. If you want to do that with a second person, maybe this time someone that might not be so easy, but maybe that need to experience that we are one in situations that are not always easy. And we want to send love to even those that might not be our closest associate, but need the love and oneness. Miracles can happen when we all know we're one and create that befriending of those that are hard or that we don't understand and send love there anyways. Next, we're going to move into unity. And you can put your hands back down now. Come up also. Unity. We breathe in love into the heart and send loving, peaceful energy in unity with those around us. We're creating unity, shared purpose, shared interest. Many of us gather around different passions that we hold unity around. Many of us here believe in peace. We unify in peace. We work for peace. We send peace to each other. There is a common shared group of us that hold each of these frequencies and work for it every day. Send love and peace and good energy to your other fellow peacemaker. Be in unity with your other World Unity Week unity holders, those of us that work for being in unity and finding that shared common humanity, the shared belief and faith that we are all in a good place, going in a positive direction, believe in our future. We are here in unity together. Feel the frequency of unity with the rest of your humanity that is belief. We are creating harmony, peace, love, and more unity all the time together. Our next level is cooperation. And feel and think of a good memory of a time when you felt great levels of cooperation that made a difference in some way. You planted a garden with community. Maybe you have kids and all of you are cooperating to have a really amazing Thanksgiving meal. Maybe you're cooperating in your community to feed the homeless. Maybe you're helping to put on this event right now with so many other beautiful people doing your part. Hold that vision of cooperation and feel the frequency. Feel what it feels like to have levels of cooperation when they're working. What else is there? Joy, love, gratitude, deep connection, purpose and mission together, knowing that you're doing good for yourselves, for your group, for your community, for humanity. Breathe in the spirit of cooperation. Bring that to a team that you work with. And that to coworkers that you work with. Gratitude for cooperation and for holding the frequency of the greatest cooperation in the future together. Breathe in that energy and send it out your heart to organizations that you work with that are cooperating. Interest groups holding the spirit of cooperation to make change happen on this planet. Send them our love and frequency of cooperation. Feel the big levels of cooperation happen on the planet in amazing ways. Now we're going to breathe in the frequency of abundance. Abundance. Money, resources, life force, energy, abundance of everything that is for you, for your teams, for your organization, for your mission, for all the peacemakers, unity makers, cooperation makers of the planet continue to do their work and have everything they need. In all abundance in huge form so that all needs taken care of into the future. All resources are there as we need them. Sending the frequency of abundance. Holding it ourselves, believing it, seeing it there already. One of humanity's greatest wishes, if asked, is for peace on earth. There's a frequency of peace on earth that people feel within their soul that they automatically answer, if I could have one thing, it would be peace on earth. Peace holds a frequency for all of us that means that everyone is taken care of, no one's fighting, every child has what they need. And everyone has love. Now feel yourself in the frequency of love, experiencing the greatest love from the universe there is. Sitting in the wholeness of big love, all encompassing you and all the rest of you. Put your hands out in front of you again. And we're gonna pull in the energy of love and send that first. Put your hands over your heart facing towards you. And we're sending that love to ourselves. And then we're sending that love to our loved ones right around us, our families, to our teams, to our coworkers. Sending love to our communities around us, sending love to the city we're in, to the state that we're in, to the country that we're in, to the whole globe, the whole world, and even to the entire universe. And we give gratitude for receiving that love back from humanity, from the world, from spirit, from this beautiful mission. Our energy of today, breathe in the energy of faith. Hold the frequency and feel the frequency of faith, of knowing beyond knowing, of knowing that peace is already here, already within us, already within us, already with us. We're helping bring it more and more to those that haven't quite connected all the way or found it yet. In every place that we go, in every way that we can, in every smile that we have to each other, in every act of gratitude and cooperation, every act of unity, we are holding the faith and sending feel how deeply you feel the faith within yourself. Let it relax you, wash over you. Be the faith so strong that there is that. We are already peace. We are already love. We are already oneness. We are already cooperating. We are already love. How can these things possibly be separate? Take a big deep breath and come back to centeredness within yourself, here and now. Feel the peace and unity.
So beautiful. I'm just taking a minute to right now to scroll through and seeing all the beautiful faces. Donna Leah, so nice to see you, and for all of your work, just connecting us with the nature elders, and Suzanne and Ursula and Barbara and Pat. Pat's been coming almost every day. Stephanie, so beautiful to see everybody here. Grace was here with us yesterday. It really makes a difference what we're doing. We really do have an impact on the whole of life with every thought, word, and deed. And we really have been generating some beautiful energy throughout the World Unity Week. Look at everybody's face. So beautiful. Bless you. Bless you. Thank you. So we want to share a little bit around what's coming. This is just the beginning, because now we're like ramping into the 99 days and the missions that people are under. And I know one of the big missions is 99 Days the Game. And I put a link in the chat, and I actually put a link in the chat to a page that has the free meditation. Fifth, but Miranda, I wonder if you want to say something about what we're doing with the game.
Yeah, so we have been talking about this throughout this event, but for anyone who doesn't know, there is a game to actually create peace on Earth that has been in the research process for almost 3 years now. It comes from David Gershon's Earth Run that he did in 1986 that ended up involving 25 million people carrying the torch of peace around the planet, creating peace wherever the torch went, and 1 billion people watched on TV back then before internet. But he took the actions of what actually united people. How did 25 million people come together in every community, everywhere the torch went? And he created actions out of what really united people and started creating peace. And that's where these 7 frequencies and 7 actions come from. And now we play it in game form. It takes usually 4 to 6 months to play the game as a team, sometimes as short as 2 months if people do it really fast. But we are doing a special version. John and to an online version of the game during the 99 Days of Peace as one of the missions. And so we invite anyone to come. Starting on July 5th, there will be an info session about the actions of the game, the details of how you play, and the details of how you bring it into your community and start a team or reach out to other people in your community that might want to start what we call a PO zone or a Peace on Earth zone, which there are multiple of those going around the world now. I have one in my community, and we'll be sharing a lot of the miraculous stories of what comes of this. But literally, we're teaching people and playing as a game. So you're going and befriending people. You're having cooperation happen around something, a problem that you want to solve in your community that becomes an opportunity for cooperation, helping cure hunger, helping teach women to read, helping youth to get empowered with skills. There's a lot of different things communities choose, but as a group, we'll be playing online with hundreds of people in this round. So July 5th is the info session. Teresa's showing the website where you can sign up, and the link is over in the chat. But join us. July 5th will be the info session. Then we play every Sunday. There will be 2 different times of the day, noon Eastern time and 9 p.m. Eastern time, so that we can get Europe and Africa in one session. And then those of us over here in North America, South America. And if there's enough interest from Australia, China, and that part of the world, we'll add in a 3rd one as well. But for right now, we're seeing if people can fit in these two different time periods. There is translation on the site as we play the game if there are people that aren't English speaking, so they can see the actions of the game in different languages on there. Yeah, and each action, so on Sunday, we'll be leading this version of the game. We go through a little bit of knowing what the action is and telling how you get points and earn badges. And then you'll have the week in between to play that action. So go and befriend as many people as possible, or attend a unity event, or set up a prayer or meditation, or do a visualization, your team, your community, on what peace on earth looks like to you and your community. These kinds of things are what we do and earn points for and badges. And hundreds of people have played around the world so far. And there's peace on earth zones getting up and going already. Youth and adults can play. So bring everybody that you can with you. It can be a family event. You can all be on Zoom together. You can have discussions as a family, as friends. If you come just you'll be put in breakout groups to discuss, your points and what you're doing, and discuss the themes with people and make your commitments on what you want to do. So it is very fun, but it also is meant to push our growing edges a little bit on, am I really comfortable befriending other people that I might not know already, or that I need to reach out to more, these kinds of things. So we go through a lot of that to learn what it means to cultivate peace within ourselves, become an empowered leader, and then start playing the actions that help us to learn about unity and cooperation and overcoming differences and all of that.
Yeah, we're going to get skilled up on the frequencies, and we're actually going to be able to put them in action together. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And we're also going to be hosting the dialogue for 99 Days to Game in the Connection Field. So if you haven't joined the Connection Field yet, come on in. Lots of people have been coming in. It is going to be one place where we can come together and explore embodying collaboration, and what does it actually take for us to join our love and genius together for the good of the whole. So go in there, and we'll have a section, a space for 99 Days to Game, where we can take pictures of the actions we're taking and share them with each other, and share the challenges that we're having and all of those things. So we hope that you'll come and play in the Connection Field. I also just want to say on the Peace Through Unity Mighty Network site, there are tons of people who are claiming their missions. And if you have not gone and looked at that, I also put a link in the chat. It is awe-inspiring to see the different missions that everybody's saying, I'm claiming to show up and do this. Super beautiful. So take a look. And last but not least, Tammy Briggs, who we've been graced now 2 days in a row with her. Yes, it's possible to add missions later than today. I think you can keep adding them over the 99 days. So absolutely, Barbara, anytime. And Tammy, you have some beautiful music here. We have an opportunity to listen if you want to say anything about your site.
So my website is musicalreflections.com. I have created 15 CDs, and they're all available as downloads. And I've been playing the harp for 33 years. And I grew up playing piano, but then I found the harp at age 30 and just fell in love with it. And now I'm working with the peace movement. And most of my work is focused on helping people move to inner peace. And my belief is that when people move into that really deep, connected, heartfelt inner peace, then that's what you radiate out. And that's part of what I was talking about with the vibrational transmission, or the vibrational frequencies, that then we radiate that out. And I believe that's a big part of how we will be successful having peace on earth by 2030. And as the movement goes, such an honor to be a part of it. And again, thank you to everybody who made this possible today. Blessings.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. And thank you, Miranda. And thank you, everyone. World Unity Week. Wow. We all get to have like a little nap tomorrow, I think, after the week, and then get ready for our 99 days and unfolding our missions. And let's just have this be the beginning of something miraculous. And to close off our Global Coherence Pulse, we've been ending every day with a Global Silent Minute. And during that minute, pulse the planet with all the faith that you have in our ability to have peace on earth by 2030. So let's close with that.
It is a joy to offer this daily Global Silent Minute in our community field of heart coherence, where we are in resonance with life itself as we presence in the joy and recognition of the one heart. As our hearts unite across distance, both sides of the veil, as we listen deeply to what is emerging and demanding new expression through us for the good of the whole, we give ourselves to this new era of loving right relationship, creating an active healing field that radiates outwards and pulses the planet and beyond with the potency of our collective love and care from the one heart for all of life. Daily, we will observe the exact same 9 p.m. GMT minute of silence as action in sacred unity with millions, both sides of the veil, calling for global cooperation, peace, and freedom. Knowing that the original Big Ben Silent Minute helped to end World War II, today we use our global silent minute to draw forth true peace and spiritual power from the infinite reservoirs of silence. This is to bring an end to all war, to bring peace to all humankind. The power of silence is greater than we know. It is in silence that we experience unity. Silence as action in sacred unity. So let us prepare to enter a global silent minute. With a deep breath, we activate the spirit of peace in our own hearts. And we unite our fiery hearts across distance. Now we invite all those on the other side of the veil to join us. The next thing you will hear is a Tibetan singing bowl as we radiate and pulse our heart love through silence as action in sacred unity. May the spirit of peace be spread abroad in our hearts, through our groups, and throughout the world. Om Shanti.